Guys, welcome back. So now here we are in cash general, right? So guys, in cash general, I think the configurations we have already done. The previous configurations were gone, right? But I think we have done the current configurations also. Let me check it. Yes. So now let me see it. Yes. So we have done the configurations, right? And we have performed the testing also. Now, so here what is happening, guys? Now this is 22nd, right? Why 22nd, guys? If I click on today, that is 23rd. Okay. So for 23rd, if you talk about 22nd, look at here. And this is yesterday. Present. This is what the condition. Total cash receipt this much, right? Out of which this much expenses, and this is the closing balance. It means this much amount is there in our hand. If you see today, click on today, then yesterday closing balance is going to be treated as today's opening balance, right? Now whatever expenses are there is going to be, now whatever the payments are going to be made, that is going to be made from here, right? So look at here, guys, it's quite simple. Cash positions you can see. Now this is for which one? This is for, click here. So this is for Bangalore, right? TMBN, like let's suppose TM, that's it. That is another, right? For this one also you can post the transaction, guys. So again, cash receipt. Cash receipt means what? Cash withdrawal, right? Cash withdrawal. Again, like let's suppose a particular amount. If you want to give any text, you can give the text. Now, post selected. Okay. So it is posted, right? Now, so likewise, what is happening, guys? For every, now here requirement is, what was the requirement? The requirement was this one. Okay. So now Tata Motor, 5 offices. So for every office, corporate office separate, Pune plant office, Chennai plant office. So for every offices, whatever the cash related transactions are there, guys, since separate 5 codes we have created, easily they are going to see the reports, right? Even we have created a different GL also, different GL. If single GL is there, guys, then what will happen? In single GL, the same, only one GL code is going to be created, and against every code for these all 5 codes, but if you guys are able to remember, I don't know whether you are able to remember or not, set up cash general code. So here what we have done, guys, we have created 5 codes: TMBN, TMCH, TMPN, TMSN, like that. Okay, TMCF, corporate office. So against all 5 codes, what we have done, we have assigned separate GL account. If client says that code will be there, 5 code must be there, but only one GL, then the single GL itself is going to be assigned against all 5 GL, right? Anyway, so GL level, it is bit difficult to find out the transactions and all. But here generally what is happening, guys, here at cash general level, here we can segregate these things. Here like different codes are there. So here they can see the reports. Okay. Now there is another thing. Okay. So say for example, let me do one thing, guys. create one business transaction. Set up cash general transactions. Guys, if you have a look, okay, so whatever these cash general transactions are there, this is getting created company code level. Okay, third Tata Motor we are having, like we have segregated Tata Motor, right? TM33. 5 cash general codes are there. 5 cash general code in the sense like TM, BN, TM, CR, TM, CH, TM, SN, and TM, PN. These are the codes, and this is your company code, right? For this company code, okay. Apart from this, we are having certain business transactions like withdrawal, cash deposit, right? Cash sales, and cash purchase. So, guys, these five, whatever these 5 business transactions we have created, right? So, is it possible to define these business transactions at this cash general code level? No, this is not possible. Generally, these business transactions are getting created against company code. What does it mean, guys? Whatever business transactions we have created, these business transactions can be used by every every cash general code. Okay. Now we are going to add one more. Say, for example, how to set up business transactions, guys? Cash general transactions, FBCJC2. Use this FBCJC2. Now here company code is TM33. Look at here. So at company code level, these business transactions are getting created. Okay. What does it mean, guys? Whatever business transactions got created, these business transactions can be used by all cash general code. Now, say for example, I'm going to do one thing. I'll create another. Copy anyone? Okay. Let's suppose do one thing. Cash purchase. Just copy this one. Now, let's suppose your client says that there is another GRXP. Okay. Create, there is another, what is this one? Okay. This is cash purchase account. Anyway. So now, if your client said that you do one thing, if you talk about my previous client guys, right? So in their like corporate office, there was a small campus was there, right? In that it was a kind of park, you can say, a small garden was there, and regular basis they used to bring some laborers and all from outside, and some maintenance used to happen, right? These people they used to come, they are going to do all this maintenance in the sense whatever the grass cuttings are there, or is watering the plants and all multiple activities. So daily basis they used to spend certain amount, right? They said that you just do one thing, cash related transactions are there. You for this garden expenses you create another business transactions, and whatever garden related like expenses are there that we are going to go through this one. What was the logic? I don't know, because even like it can be posted through cash purchase also, but there might be internally they might have discussed something, right? And they have given that, like they have given the as a requirement, right? So if you have received a requirement from client, you have to do it, right? Because ultimately we are working for those people itself, and they are paying huge amount for that, right? Okay, so let's suppose another business transactions we have created, garden expense, save it. Okay, if if they want to If they want us to post this, like this transaction should be posted in a different GL account, then that also can be done. You can create a different GL account, right? And you can assign that GL account here. So right now, which GL account I'm using? Cash purchase only I'm using. It's okay. No issues. But for that, a different GL can be created and can be assigned. Now, say for example, I'll post here against this, not against this one, guys. So that is in corporate office, right? So TMCR. So first of all, we need to have cash in our hand. Click on cash receipt. Oh, just I think I need wait for a second, guys, or else better to reload. This one is fine. Stop the transaction. It is blocked by me. Okay. So it's better to exit. /NEX is the shortcut key. Just go to transaction code again, FTCJ, and here use TMCR. It's okay then. Corporate office. Cash receipt. So first of all, cash withdrawal, guys, CW. Again, certain amount and 10,000. Let's suppose. Text can be any text. Not any text, whichever bank account is sitting, like I think. Okay. So here, if it is like, make it like HDFC, right? From HDFC bank. Select and post it. We have posted, right? Now let's suppose, so the first of all, corporate office, garden, GREXP. That is the business transaction which we have created. Or else you can click on drop down and you can select also. You can select the business transaction. So now here, let's suppose company code is TM33, you press enter. Okay, so here you can select. Now how much? Let's suppose 6,000. Garden expenses. Press enter. Look at here. Okay, this is cash purchase GL is appearing. If you're going to assign a different GL, then against this business transaction code, we have to assign that GL, and that particular GL is going to be derived by system, right? Okay, post it, post selected, right? Now, let's suppose cash purchase, it means CP, right? Okay, another 2,000 worth of like stationery or something, purchase of stationery, let's suppose. Again, select it and post it. So look at here, guys, how much cash is there in hand? 2,000, right? 10,000 withdrawn, 8,000 spent, 2,000 is remaining. Okay, so cash position pretty easily we can see here, right? Now, let's suppose Later, if the client says that I don't want to use this business transaction, then what to do, right? So it's a pretty simple scenario will be there here, guys. Okay. Now let's suppose, it's here. Okay. Let's suppose scenario 2 itself. Let me, since I started like this one itself, I put it. So let me cover the scenario 2 and then I'll come back on scenario 1. So guys, and scenario 3 is already explained. Okay. I'll show you that one also. So let's suppose 5 business transactions created for a particular company code, right? We have also posted several documents against these all business transactions. Now, client want to delete one business transaction out of 5. Is it possible? And if it is possible, then how it is possible? And if no, then why? Anyone tell me, guys? 5 business transaction means like I have created cash withdrawal, cash purchase, cash sales, and cash deposit. Apart from this gardening expenses. Now client says that no, now I don't want to use this gardening expenses. It is going to be posted through cash purchase itself. So kindly delete it. Is it possible to delete the business transaction, guys? Can we delete? Yes, no?
No, sir. According
Yeah, tell me. Why? Okay, I think some voice related issue was there. Now, once again, tell me. Once again, can you explain?
Sir, Venus the side.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, according to me, we cannot delete the transaction. We can reverse it, but no, deletion of the transaction is not possible.
Okay, okay. एंड वीनस आपने ये 3 लॉगिन्स दिखा रहा है आपका, क्या लैपटॉप टैब मोबाइल सब यूज किया क्या आपने?
ये सर मेरे ना उसमें लैपटॉप पे तो चलता ही क्योंकि मेरे को वो रहता है, मतलब मेरी है ना, अभी एक तो मैं मेरी अभी फोन पे भी नहीं चल रहा था, तो बीच बीच में मेरे डिस्टरबेंस आती रहती है, नेटवर्क इशू रहते हैं सर, इस वजह से किया था सर.
ठीक है, I don't have any problem. I've seen like 3 what do you say, this one same name is there. Anyway, so I'll come back, guys. Now what she said, so I'll just do one thing because she is from she is having the idea of these things. That is what. But other people, I know that you guys are doing it first time. Okay. Let me open one more screen, guys. So we have to delete the business transaction, right? So go to FBCJC2. Here we have defined the business transactions, right? What is the business transaction, guys? Give your company code first. Okay. So let's suppose this gardening expenses we have to delete. You delete. Look at here. Business transaction still being used cannot be deleted. If you press enter, no, we are not able to delete, right? So you try 100 times, we are not able to. Why? Because this against, see, so what is the logic, guys? See if, okay, I'll just do one thing. I'll create another business transactions here and I'll make it test. I've given test and I'll save it. And then I'll come back once again, slash n FBCJC2, give you a company code here. Okay. So now here, guys, look at here. So this I'm unable to delete. But if you want to delete this one, easily you will be able to make it yes. Easily we are able to delete. Why? Because see, this business transaction got created, but against this business transactions, we have not posted any transaction yet, right? So that is why we are able to delete that business transactions. But this, against this one, we have already posted a transaction. So a business transaction cannot be deleted if any transaction already posted against that business transaction code, cash general business transaction code. Okay. So against this one, we have posted the transaction already. So this cannot be deleted, right? That is the first thing. Now, so the next one is client don't want to post any transaction against this one, right? So what is the solution? You have to apply a check mark here. Business transaction block. It means we are going to block the business transaction. Okay. And if you block the business transaction, then what will happen, guys? Now use FBCJ once again. If you block the business transaction, then what will happen, guys? Now let's suppose once again gardening expenses I'm going to post for the 1000, right? Again, press enter. Look at here now. Business transaction GR expenses blocked and cannot be used. Since you have blocked, we have blocked. So this business transaction is not going to be used in future, right? So I'll come back on this scenario, guys, once again. Let's suppose 5, or instead of 5, it could be 6, 7, 8, 10, any number, right? So let's suppose 5 business transaction created for a particular company code. We have also posted several documents against these all business transaction, right? So now client want to delete one business transaction out of 5. Is it possible? And if yes, then how? And if no, then why? Right? So here, now client want to delete one business transaction out of 5. Is it possible? It is not possible, right? And why it is not possible? Since we have already posted a transaction, or we have already posted multiple transactions against that particular business, we have already posted multiple document usage, right? We have already posted multiple document against that particular business transaction, so it is not possible to delete, right? Now, what is the alternative solution, guys? So instead of deletion, what we can do, we can block that business transaction, okay, so that it won't be used by, it cannot be used further. In which case we can delete the business transaction, guys, if business transaction is created but still it is unused. Unused in the sense we have not posted any transaction as of now. In that case, what is happening, guys? In that case, we can delete, right? Now, the scenario number 4 is already explained here, guys. This HDFC Bank GL is mapped during this configuration of cash and Uber transaction has taken place from ICICI. So this is already explained in the previous session. Practically I have shown, right? Now at the time of transaction posting, system is going to determine the HDFC Bank GL itself instead of ICICI. So how to change the GL account? Do we need to configure even ICICI Bank GL also to meet the requirement? This is what the solution will be given by your what do you say, interviewer. Interviewer will ask the question also and they'll provide the solution also. If somebody is going to provide immediate solution, guys, put some stress on your mind. Don't say yes, right? Because that is a kind of trap. Simple answer means it's a kind of trap, right? So don't say yes. Simply you have to think in your way, right? That what is the like if you are going to create, if you're going to create another what do you say, this one business transaction, guys, then what is the disadvantage for that, right? That you have to think and then you have to respond, right? So, guys, what is the solution for this one? Someone tell me once again now so that I'll come to know. Do we need to create a different business transaction or like what to do? Anyone is able to understand this scenario? In the previous session itself, I have covered this, right? Anyone tell me? No response, guys. So you have to watch the previous videos, right? I've explained the logic behind that, and that to a complete explanations I've given. Okay, I think some audio related issues are there, might be. So right now, if somebody want to respond, can respond.
Yes, sir. We can meet the requirement by using checkmark in account modification in FB 02 so that we
No.
can edit
Okay, why
the.
can't we create another business transaction for ICICI? One business transactions we have created cash withdrawal for HDFC, another business transaction we can create for ICICI also, right?
Yes, sir. But two or three account we can bank account we can create. But if the scenario is the company have more than 3 or 10, then they require more GA creation. So we need to avoid that.
Okay, great. So now that's what I was expecting from you people, right? Okay. Now I'll tell you guys what he is saying. He is saying that okay, another business transaction cannot be created. Why? Because if we have only 2 or 3 bank accounts, in that case, 2, 3 business transaction can be created. But if we have 30 bank accounts, if we have 40 bank accounts, if we have 20 bank accounts, right? So it means 20 business transaction can be created or need to be created only for cash withdrawal, right? In the same way, cash deposit also in another 20 business transaction can need to be created, right? So that is why instead of doing that, we have a check mark called account modifiable. We have to apply a check mark on that, right? Some of you might be able to visualize whatever I'm saying. Some of you might not be able to visualize whatever I'm saying, but don't worry, guys. This is practically I've covered in the previous session. You have to watch that video twice and thrice, and you do the practice, and this is how you guys will be able to visualize whatever I'm saying. Okay. Now I'll come on the first. So let's suppose now here 5 journal code we have created, right? Created based on 5 different. It could be project, it could be plans, it could be locations, offices, whatever it is, right? Say for example, project means in the sense like let's suppose if we talk about some project-based companies like L&T is there, right? Or is Siemens Infra is there, Siemens Infrastructure, right? Likewise, Reliance Infrastructure is there. So these are the company which is getting project like some, let's suppose they got a very huge project to construct a very big stadium somewhere in Bangalore, right? They got project of Delhi Metro, right? Delhi Metro is already constructed, but still just assume. So they are running like 5 or 10 different projects. So project wise also cash general code can be created, right? Now, so that is what I'm saying. Like 5 different cash general code we have created. For Tata Motor, what guys? Let's suppose plant wise or plant office wise it is created, right? Plant wise we have created. Out of 5, 1 is closed, right? Here, if you talk about this Sanand plant office, right? So this Sanand plant is was for Tata Nano, that small car, right? That is closed. So now there is no more transaction in that, isn't it? So if that is closed, then if that is closed, now what to do in this case, right? So it's pretty simple. We have to close that cash general code. Okay, we have to close that cash general code. Okay, how to close, guys? It's pretty simple. Go to /n. How to set this cash general code, guys? What is that? Okay, guys, lots of today some network issues, right? It's raining also here, so that is why. Anyway, so this is the last what to say scenario. Let me cover at least this one, right? So this one I think you guys might have heard. Like let's suppose we are having 5 different cash general code, which is created based on plant or project or location or offices, whatever it is, right? So out of this 5 different cash general code, now one is closed. Okay, I have just explained this that we are having 5 different cash general code. one is corporate office, and remaining 4 is plant offices. Out of this plant office, Sanand plant office, in the sense Sanand plant itself is closed, because here Tata Nano manufacturing was happening. Tata Nano is the small car of Tata, right? So that manufacturing was happening, that brand got failed, and this plant is closed, let's suppose. Okay, so if it is closed, then what to do, guys? Then of course for this cash general code, there is no any further transaction posting, or no one can post a transaction. Why? Because the transaction itself is not happening. Then why to use this code, right? So in that case, what to do, guys? So that is what the question is. The question is, then if out of 5 one is closed, then what to do? Then we have to close that cash general code. How to close, guys? So what is the configurations? Here, set up cash general code, this transaction code use, and we'll do one thing. Okay, now just go to LPCJ C0. So whatever the cash general code is there, we are having 5 TN33. So this is the one, right? This is the one. So we are going to apply a check mark here. Cash general closed. If you apply a check mark here and save it. Now what is happening, guys? It is closed. So if you want to post any transactions, FB. Okay. So you just FB CJ. If you post a transaction here, for which one, guys? San and plant, right? Look at here, make it SN. Press enter. Okay. So look at here. Check desk. TMSN closed in the company code, data will only be displayed. It means here you can see the data only in display mode. Only one transaction, business transaction we have posted till now. So it is only in display mode you can see. Now transaction posting is not possible. Right? Because we have closed that. Closed in the sense we have blocked it. Right? So this is what you have to do. Right? So guys, that's all in cash general, and that's all in this session.